So it's all over again?
Hi, my name is Vivi Thorpe. I'm a super baby mama, poverty scholar with Poor Magazine, and I'm in Deep East today on Deep East TV, here to talk about the horrific murder by the police of 13-year-old Andy Lopez in Santa Rosa. So I'm here today to talk about that. As a parent of a 13-year-old child, it's unconscionable to even think for 1 second that the pigs could do something so obscene and pervasive in the context of mind, thought, in killing a child in cold blood. And that's how I see it, because Santa Rosa, that community in its entirety, is pretty much a white bread community. They're very conservative and redneck up there, generational conservative white community. Police force pretty much depicts that. There's a lot of discrimination against Latino communities up there. Latino communities are the community that's really discriminated on and basically pushed out into a certain neighborhood, a certain section of Santa Rosa, from what I hear. I got friends and folks up there in the community that are living up there, Rosa friends, and they get, my friend's son, he's 38 years old, and he gets harassed all the time by the police. He works at Sonoma State Hospital as a psych tech, and because of the way he looks, because he's Latino and he has tattoos and everything, and he's kind of built, the police are all the time pulling him over on his motorcycle or his car and giving him shit. 2 weeks ago, on his way to work in the morning at 7 a.m., he got pulled over by law enforcement out there in Santa Rosa, and his mother told me that when they pulled him over, he couldn't understand why he was being pulled over, and the cop said to him, how long you been out of jail? Have you been to jail before? They made the assumption that he had been in jail because of his image. And he said, because he was upset, he said, I ain't been in no fucking jail. And when he said that, the cop said to him, you're lucky it's 7 a.m. Because if it'd been 9 o'clock, I'd split your fucking head wide open. And this is some real shit. This just happened. What I need to do is find out whether it was the sheriff's department or the police department that did that shit up there in Santa Rosa. However, lo and behold, a couple of weeks later, on the day that we are protesting on October 22nd, 2013, we're up in Sacramento marching with folks from all over the state in solidarity of families who've been affected by police violence. We're marching. This 13-year-old boy is being executed in a field where he is just playing with this pellet gun, shooting at rocks and birds and doing a normal thing that 13-year-old boys do. We're talking about a talented child who played music, who wrote poetry, who was well liked in the school. He was not in no gang. His migrant parents worked very hard to hold it down. We're talking about a beautiful young man shot in cold blood, because what I personally feel is he may have been on earbuds, headphones, and he didn't hear him, and he turned around in complete innocence holding that little rifle, and they shot him dead in fear of their safety, so to speak. So the bottom line of it is profiling and assumptions and just outright prejudice and racism, for me, is playing very deep and hard in the decision that was made within those few split seconds. My question is, why in the hell could they have hit him with rubber bullets or tased him or given him a moment to actually respond? A lot of kids run around with those headphones on when they're out and about and everywhere around town or whatnot. Why didn't they even give it time for those few split seconds to make a better decision or have a more experienced cop deal with that situation? Because obviously somebody called in and felt threatened, whatnot. That doesn't matter. It does not mean you have to die just because you go out and BB gun shoot. The bottom line of it is, this is intentional genocide on our communities. It's racism, it's classism, it's all of those things. There is a lot of really bad anti-sentiment against Latino communities out in Sonoma County, out in Santa Rosa. I would never live there myself just for that reason. And the bottom line of it is, Andy Lopez, rest in peace, baby, and prayers to your mama and your your dad and your community and your family, because what was done to you was wrong and unjust, and we need to seek justice because now they're killing our babies.
Okay, so